It's nice to meet all you guys. We're gonna go through and introduce ourselves pretty quickly and then kind of get into the presentation.
So my name's
Ian
Shannon.
and Sydney, you're going to have to speak a little louder.
Screen.
Got it.
All right, so I'm Shannon. I am the Health Studies, Public Health, and Pre-Health Academic Advisor. I've met I'm not sure. Wait a minute. I think I've met one of you. I've met Malachi and Alex, and I met Samantha yesterday. And I don't know Nick, but we'll get to know each other soon. And Braden, I don't think we've met yet, but we'll get to know each other too. And I work with the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. There's a couple things about myself. I like dogs, Legos, and pop culture.
Well, hi guys. I've met a couple of you. My name is Ian. I'm the peer advisor for freshman health students, specifically those doing pre-medical, pre-dental, and pre-veterinary. So if you're pre-med, probably going to meet with me. I'm a public health major here with a chemistry minor and a business certificate. And I'm applying to grad school for public health right now. My hobbies include soccer, watching football. Nice to meet all you guys.
Bengals.
Go Bengals.
What? Bengals?
Hi everyone, my name is Sydney. I am a junior. I am also a peer advisor like Ian, and I work with freshmen who are pre-physical therapy, PA, OT, and then some health studies and health science and declared. I'm currently applying to naturopathic medical school, so on that med pathway, and I enjoy cooking and thrifting and floating the Boise River. So hope to meet with some of you guys soon.
Hi, my name is Erin Colburn. I'm the pre-health advising coordinator for the College of Health Sciences. My role here at Boise State University is to work very closely with the team that you hear today. I predominantly work with the juniors and seniors as they're getting ready to apply to professional schools. I'm kind of the senior advisor in the group. And so, but you will focus your efforts in the next couple of years with both Ian and Sydney, and then Shannon as well. These are your teams. So whenever you need support, they are my trusted teammates and they do a great job of advising you all. So I am here to support you all and let you get to know me as well, because at some point you're going to interact with me more closely.
All right, so we're going to start off with a quick little activity. We're just going to take a couple minutes. You're going to think about what your dream car is and why that connects to you personally. We'll give you guys like 2 or 3 minutes, just kind of think about that. And then we'll come back together as a group and, have a couple people share.
And pass the sign around.
So those in the Zoom room, we need to be thinking about what our dream car might look like, color, what it might, is it fast or slow?
Where are you?
Wow.
Is it? I can see right up your nose.
I can.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll just get that. Don't worry, this all has a point, I promise you. So anybody stressed out yet? I met with school, not with the meetings, but.
Has everybody got their car? Got your favorite car in your mind?
Yeah, we're just waiting for them to finish writing.
Well, as we're finishing up on our end, maybe we can start with someone on the Zoom. If they want to share what they like. Emma, go for it.
So my dream car is actually the car that I have now. It's a 2020 white two-door Jeep, and his name is Jimmy. And I think he connects to me personally because he's short but powerful, just like me.
Nice. Is he a regular Jeep, like the Jeep Wrangler, or is he a Gladiator? What is he?
He's a Jeep Wrangler.
Nice. Gotta go classic.
Yeah,
And you're a gymnast, right, Emma?
I am, yes.
How's that going?
It's going really well. Definitely very busy, but I'm figuring things out.
Nice, good.
Yeah.
Okay, are we?
Yeah, we're good.
Anyone else on the Zoom would you like to share? You don't have to.
But if you're in the room,
All right, a couple volunteers from the room, maybe like 2 or 3.
I'll
Share my car. So my dream car is an Audi. It is fast, dependable, and it has all the bells and whistles that I would ever want. It is not a family vehicle though, so I will have to have all of my children grown up for me to be able to use it. But yes, and we can only hope that it would came with Jason Statham, but it doesn't. But it is the Audi, so that's mine. Does anybody have the dependable vehicle?
Is there a dream car? No. All right, Nick, what's your dream car?
My dream car is like basically any type of McLaren. The reason I like them so much, personally, but
Make sure you repeat anything that's said.
Yeah, we will.
when I was young, like 10 years, 12 years old, I saw the McLaren P1 come out, and I just like loved the way the car was and how cool it was. So basically, it's that car is way too expensive. So, like, we'll go for lower end plans.
That's awesome. All right, who else? What do you got, Avery?
I want the Mini Cooper.
Oh, those are cute.
It's kind of sporty.
Everybody in the Zoom room here, okay? Okay, maybe it's just me. I'm having trouble hearing. I'm getting old.
For a specific color?
Maybe red and black.
Ooh. So like what's the movie with the Mini Coops?
Italian Job.
Italian Job, is that like those?
I don't know.
I don't know why I just thought of Kirby when you said that, but that is not a big.
No. You need to watch the Italian Job. That's a cool movie. And there's like, that's all they drive is the Mini Cooper, and they're badass. Excuse my language. But, all right, one more. How about one of the ladies in the room?
I would want a Model S Tesla, just because I've ridden a couple and they go very fast, very quickly. It's pretty fun, and I like to take things at a fast pace usually, so. And I'd either want it in white or like a really light blue with like dark tinted windows.
That's the one with the like wing doors.
It's like the one that's like really flat, like,
Okay.
So not knowing of cars. I'm gonna be looking these up later. All right, so here we go. Okay, so you might be wondering what that was all about. So back earlier this year, we did a presentation about experiences and stuff like that, and we were comparing them to cars. And the goal was to pick a car that, what kind of a car you are, depending on where you are in your place, where you are in life right now. So me, I'm a Toyota RAV4. I know that is like the lamest, most boring family car ever, but it fits me for where I'm at right now. It gets good gas mileage. It can fit my 2 dogs. That's Murphy and that's Max. I'm giving him away if anyone wants him. Anyone want a cow dog? Eats post-it notes and but I'm not going to be a RAV4 forever. I mean, that's right for right now, but that's not my goal. And where you are right now is not where you're going to stay. So someday I'm going to be a red Mercedes G-Wagon. That is a sexy car. Look at that thing. It still fits my dog. It gets terrible gas mileage, I'm pretty sure, but it looks cool. And you can go wherever I want. So you guys all have the kind of cars you like now, but what do you want to be? What do you want to become? Think about that. And then you have to ask yourself why. Knowing what you want is not necessarily the hard part. if you're here and listening to me talk, you're not, and no, sorry, you probably want to be a physician or PA or a doctor or a veterinarian or someone in one of the many other health professions. And these are great things to want, but you have to ask yourself why. Why do you want to be these things? Think about it. When I was in my first year of college, I wanted to be a physician. Why? And I know I've heard this from some of you, just because I want to help people. But here's the catch about that statement, I want to help people. There are 1,000,001 ways to help people. I'm an academic advisor. I help people all the time. And I don't have to deal with blood or guts or anything like that. So do you want to be an academic advisor? Or do you really want to be a physician or a nurse or a veterinarian? Oh, sorry. Now you have to ask yourself why. And it has to be more reasons than I want to help people or your mom said that you would be a great doctor. You know what? She probably did. And she's probably right. You'd probably be a great doctor. But life is bigger than what your mom wants for you. My mom told me I'd be a great kindergarten teacher. But now here I am in Idaho, living it up as the world's best dog mom, working at the greatest university and helping you all become optometrists, chiropractors, physical therapists, speech language pathologists, dietitians, so much more. But figuring out why is the process. And no one is asking you to spout out the correct answer. Everyone is different. And everyone has a different reason why. So what are some of your reasons why? So why do you want to be a doctor, Braden?
Mostly just like what why I want to be like a radiologist.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a good thing about that is I'm really interested in medicine, obviously, but it doesn't focus on one part of the body. It's like a giant puzzle that you have to be putting together, which I really like.
That's really cool. That's really cool. What about someone on Zoom? Why do you want to be a pharmacist, Morgan?
I really, really like chemistry and I really hate blood.
That's the best reasons ever. I like it. Okay, someone else in the room, just one more. What do you got, Chloe?
So like I want to go into surgery, and I really like the manual part of medicine, like anatomy, like seeing how things actually work together in the body.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool. So this is actually called, so what this is called, it's called self-authorship. In other words, you're the driver and you can decide what kind of car you're driving and where you're going to go. Self-authorship is, to paraphrase, your ability to know and understand what your beliefs are, own your identity, and define relations. Know what you value and decide what path you're going to take. Again, you are the driver. Your parents, your academic advisors, your teachers, your friends aren't the ones driving, it's you. And I've already had students come to my office, freshmen, I just need you to make my schedule for me. Okay, was that you, Samantha? I'm just kidding, she didn't do that. Just kidding. Okay. And if you don't know what type of car you are or your exact path, don't worry. Every single one of us still has to go on the same journey. You're not alone. And know that people aren't born with self-authorship, nor is it a state of being that will happen overnight. You won't wake up tomorrow morning after hearing this awesome talk and say, I know my path. It changes and it grows as you change and grow. And not knowing right now is okay. I think you guys all have a pretty good idea of where you want to go. But those things can change. And that's fine if it does. Or maybe, you know, you want to become a vet tomorrow. This one right here. This one was PA with going into respiratory care. Now she's going to naturopathic medical school. She had that aha moment. So here's what's happening. It's development. It's the act of growing or causing something to grow and become larger and more advanced. I know. When I was 20 something, 19 something, I was sure I was completely developed. And I was certain I had the right answers. I also was sure I wanted to be an MD and live in New York City with my, I'm going to be an actress someday, best friend. She's still working on it. But when I was 20, I also thought that I was a race car. It turns out that life is not about speeding through things. It's not about check boxes. And no one, not your parents, not your advisors, friends, or society can determine what path you're going to take. Life is about the journey and the many paths you take to get there. Life is about our experiences. Life's about our experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. Those all make us who we are. And we need to cherish those experiences and learn something from them. So I've been in higher education for 10 plus years. And no matter what position I've been in, students always want to know what boxes they need to check. And I've heard it from students already this semester. How many hours do I need? How many A's do I need to be successful? I got a C in statistics. Should I take it over? Am I doing this right? And in this last 6 months as an academic advisor, I've seen more students wanting to know what boxes to check. You all have go-getter personalities. I would say every single student I met with has a go-getter personality, and they know they have drive. And you're all smart and wonderful, and you're all challenge takers, but asking how many boxes do you need to check isn't going to get you into med school. It's important to have those things, but it's bigger than that. It's about your experiences. That's what's going to get you there. And while I'm sure you're all thinking grade science, classes, shadowing, and while those things do help, like I just said, it's not what I'm talking about. Again, it's the experiences. But you need to start where you are. Where you were as a freshman, where you are right now as a freshman, is not going to be the same place that you were in high school. I don't know if any of you already feel differently than you did in high school. How many of you just got out of high school? Oh, good. No one hung around and waited for a while. Okay. But where you're going to be as a senior is not going to be the same place that you are right now. Sydney knows for sure. Ian's going to be graduating in the spring. Are you even remotely the same person you were when you were a freshman?
Not at all.
Yeah.
No.
You know, the experiences once may have been fun and interesting, but what are those experiences like now? How have you changed and grown? Do you see it differently? Ask yourself, what did you learn? What did you learn in high school to make you who you are today? What did you notice? What do you notice now? And how does it make you feel? How do you feel right now? How do you feel different than you did last year when you were graduating and super excited? Because, hell yeah, you're out of high school. And that was the happiest day of my life. But I'm from Cambridge, Idaho, and I don't think anybody here knows that that's at. No one? No. Malachi, got an idea? You're from Idaho, right?
Yeah.
But where in Idaho?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So my hometown, 8-man football. Anyone know what that is? Yeah. I was so happy to get out of high school. Oh, there's people in the real world. Okay. So, but you have to start again where you're at, not where you wish you were, and not where you hope you are, not where you think you should be, but where you are right now. And then ask yourself, why? This is a big question, and it's going to come up more times. Why is an important thing. Also, I hate this mask. Anyone tired of wearing the masks? All right, I don't see anyone loving it. Okay. You have to ask yourself, why do you like that? Why don't you like that? And what's so great about the fields that you are wanting to go into? We are often, so in our advising positions, trying to look at Aaron for shit, we are talking to all our students about reflection. Does anyone here know what reflection is? Anybody? No? Anybody on Zoom know what reflection is? Besides looking in the mirror, kind of that. Aaron's not even gonna pipe up. You can tell she's killing her though, look at her face.
Oh, yeah,
Morgan,
we got
go
one.
for it. What do you think reflection is?
Being able to look back at a situation and learn just even more from what you learned from it, being able to see how it applies to you now and how it did then, and just being able to really take a different look at a situation from a new perspective.
I love the word learn
Mhm.
that you said, and I love the word look. So you have to be observant, and you have to also be able to say that something happened or occurred that you learned. I think that's a great definition. Great job.
Thanks, Morgan. All right, so like Morgan said, it's finding the true meaning and the value in something and looking at that. And value is a great thing. And whether it's good or bad, everything has value. Did you know that something you dislike has value? Maybe more value than something good because you know why you don't like it. And sorry, you know why you don't like it. And I don't know about you, but I think I would rather know what I don't like and not do that. That's me. Okay, so right now, we're actually a little bit past, so we're getting ready for students to apply to their different programs. They're applying to med schools, they're applying to PA programs, PT schools, all of those things. And so what we do a lot of is we review personal statements. And I know you guys are just freshmen, and so you're a ways away from doing your personal statement, but you can start thinking about it now. So this is my first rodeo with personal statements. I've never done this kind of thing before. I've been in higher education for 10 years, but I was in the registrar's office, and that's just about policy and paperwork. And they have the wrong personality to be a registrar. They're boring. I'm like, amazing. Just kidding. Just kidding. So, but I can still remember the first one that I read. I thought it was beautiful. The student described how the precision and care related to hunting was similar to the precision and care needed for a physician to assist a patient. Sorry. Oh, yeah, so hunting and a physician. Does anyone here hunt? No hunters?
I have before, but I'm not like a big hunter.
Me neither. Sorry, I keep losing my thought. So then my teammate Erin said, she's amazing, and she's been doing this for 13 years. Erin, you're on mute.
I couldn't hear you. Can you say it one more
You've been
time?
doing this for 13 years.
Can you look at the camera and say it so I can hear it?
Have you been doing this for 13 years?
14.
14. She said that, so she showed me, I thought that the personal statement was beautiful. It was so descriptive, but she showed me what the problems were. Yes, his words were eloquent and beautiful, but all he was doing was describing what a hunter did and what a physician does. And this is a problem we see with most personal statements. People are great at descriptions, but reflection takes a lot of work. iPad's driving me crazy. So I don't think we're doing this, right? Okay. So during one of our cohort meetings, we're going to do a reflection activity in just a second. But during one of our cohort meetings, we broke into our students into groups. So it was like one of these, but it was upperclassmen cohort, so sophomores and juniors. We broke up into groups of 2 and sent them to breakout rooms with an advisor. One of the students in my breakout room talked about his experience in the hospital, first greeting patients, then working as a scribe. But he's also a senior, and he's getting ready to apply. When I asked the other student what kinds of experiences she had, she said that she was only a sophomore and had no experiences working in the medical field or working with patients. However, just a week ago, she was at the freshman cohort meeting. And she, because they do interchanges. She, at that meeting, she was telling me about this, this is hard to read through, sorry. She was telling me about how she was a volunteer at a suicide hotline. And I asked her, well, are you still working with the suicide hotline? And she said, yes. And I responded, okay. I asked her, so are you talking to people? And she's like, well, not talking. This group works primarily through text messaging. But yeah, kind of, I guess. And without relinquishing any names, she started to cry. And she told me about how 2 days prior, she had a conversation with a person who had admitted to their family that they were homosexual. And it wasn't, the news wasn't well received. And this person was reaching out to her to receive help. And she helped talk this person off the edge. Then I asked her, why would you not think that's experience? And her answer was because it's not in a hospital. And this is not what medical schools are looking for. Myself and the other student in the room reassured her that this is exactly what medical schools are looking for. They're looking for you to gain experiences that are connecting you to human life, experiences that are helping you develop who you are in order to become the individuals that will be our future physicians. A couple of you over here, over there, and vet. If you become a vet, I might hire you to take care of my dogs. But these experiences are helping them develop who they are in order to become these amazing individuals that help you make you excellent and empathetic, caring and heartwarming individuals that we want to take care of us and that we want to take care of our families. No experience you have is too big or too small. The key to meaningful reflection is about that experience. So when you go on a road trip, you take pictures, right? So you can remember those experiences and you can remember why it was cool or why it was bad and remember how you felt. Use those pictures or those thoughts for reflection. Professional schools don't want you to hand them a list of destinations and you have no idea of understanding the beauty of your own perspective. Many students are going to check boxes and list the hours. And again, that's not what they're looking for. They want real people who know and understand what they're getting into. They're looking for students who are not just knowledgeable about the field that they're applying for, but they want to know why they're headed or where they're headed and why. So we use some tools to help our students. And as you guys go along a little bit further, we'll start using these tools with you guys to help you be reflective. First, peer-to-peer. How many of you guys talk to your friends about your experiences? Chloe, Avery. So this is great. And so bouncing your ideas off of your friends is awesome. And peer to mentor. Did anybody here have a mentor? Anyone here have an academic advisor? Raise your hand. Bouncing your ideas off of us, off of them is really great. Now sitting back and say, well, Erin and I do this all the time. We do peer mentor mentoring, or what do we call it? You can't hear me?
I can't hear what you said.
What do we
Look
call it?
at this, your camera, and tell me what you asked.
Damn it. Hey, erase that from the video later, please. Thank you. All right. So Erin and I soundboard off each other. And we'll-
Soundboarding, yes.
Yeah, thank you. So we go back and forth with each other. Does that sound good? Or do you like that? No, I don't really like that, but this was really cool. So bounce your thoughts off of us if you don't have a mentor. And we want to hear from you. So do your friends. So do your parents. The other thing we do is journaling. So we'll give our students journals and ask them to spend a couple of minutes a day, just a couple. No huge commitments, writing in them. Write about your experiences. Write about what you did. If you were shadowing or observing, write about what you saw. Write about how you felt. Write about what you liked and what you didn't like. Write about people you met. This exercise is huge in reflection. I don't know, and I don't know about you, but I'm actually older than she is. And I can't remember what I did this morning, let alone what I did a week ago or how I felt. So reflections, the huge questions, and keep asking yourself why. Why? Reflection is huge. It makes things mean something. Okay. Sorry, I kept tripping up. C41, I can't remember. Y'all have something to look forward to later on.
Alrighty, so we've got another activity here. I know you guys just got here, but you can either connect it to your first couple weeks here at Boise State, or even with your last year in high school. Think about an experience that you have had and what the impact of that experience has had on you, And also think about why reflection is important to you. And we gave you guys a couple of minutes. I think we
And
actually,
we're talking any experience.
Yeah.
It could be something that you did for fun. It could be something that you do because you want to volunteer your time. It could be research experience. It could be a classroom moment where you were like, oh, what? I just blow my mind. It could be a movie. It could be you going out with your friends. It could be the last football game you attended. It could be shadowing, observing leadership. It's not limited to your medical realm. It's anything that you've experienced. And so how many minutes you're going to give them to write?
let's start with three
Let's do a
minutes.
minute
Oh,
and
minute.
then let's break them up and have them share in a small group.
Okay, so do you guys want, how we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 3, 3, 3.
And I'll put the Zoom room folks in a
Okay.
breakout
You
room.
three want to talk to each other? And then you.
How long, Ian? How long do you want them to be in the breakout room?
So we're just gonna talk with each other about experiences that you've recently had, and then we'll come back and talk about it some more.
How many minutes do you want? Because we'll get noisy in the Zoom room.
We'll give
so-
a minute to each person. So 3 minutes.
Okay, okay. So the three of you, I'm gonna have you move into the breakout room with me. And we'll,
All right. So
You guys are still going? Are you all still going?
Nope, we're good. All right.
Okay,
back.
we're good. We're ready.
Go for it.
Does anyone want to share an example from the Zoom group to the big group?
Anybody want to share in the group?
I know, me too. We kicked them all out. All right, who wants to share from Zoom? Don't make Aaron do it.
Brianne, will you share yours? I think I really want you. I know I'm putting you on the spot.
All
so if
right.
you don't feel comfortable, it's totally okay. But I love yours.
Okay. Do I just say it now or?
Yeah. So Rayanne
Okay.
was talking to us about her experience that she was remembering and reflecting on.
Yeah, so my experience was basically just coming from home and moving to college because it was kind of eye-opening for me since it was the first time I'd, like moved or gone away from my family. And it was just kind of a big deal, and it made me kind of have a new appreciation for the people in my life and the place I grew up and the experiences I've had. So, yeah.
That's very cool. Where are you from again, Ryan?
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I'm from California.
That's right, okay. She said that at 41. All right,
Did anybody
so
share in the big room?
we can have each group share something. Or I'll make you do it.
I just want everybody to know that this is our first time doing them in person and Zoom. So bear with us as we try and navigate trying to communicate with both sides
Yeah.
I can share mine.
and talking to the camera.
What do you got?
The last time I think I took a big reflection on life is, well, I grew up by the beach in Coos Bay, and one of our best friends and the quarterback of the football team, catcher of the baseball team, he fell off one of the cliffs, and I ended up passing away in the ocean. And so it was kind of our families are really good friends, and his little sister played soccer with me, and so it was kind of a big reflection for all of our friends and our family around, to not take anything for granted and really realize what each moment of your life, what's the purpose in each moment of your life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very true. I kind of want to hug you right now. Oh, yeah. Whoa. That was awesome. What about you ladies in the back? Who wants to share?
So I just had to quit my role at team because I moved here and I aged out. And our last practice was really a big thing for me because it was my basically going away party. And I didn't realize the impact I had on people, but my coaches were crying, some of my teammates were crying, and it was just so incredibly jarring, honestly, to see the impact I had on people just by being there.
Cool. Gentlemen.
So in high school, I played football, and after every single game, we would have film and we would basically reflect on how we did the day before. And for me, this was super important because when I first started football, I was not very good at all. But over the years, I improved, and I believe that it's from reflection and understanding what I did wrong in a game or during practice and improving on it the next day or the next week, and just keep on improving on anything you find that you do something wrong, and just never stop improving.
Right. That's very good. Those are all good lessons. Finding out we're appreciated. That's awesome. Improving, not taking things for granted. I think those are amazing reflections. She looks like she wants to say something. Erin, what do you want to say? Oh. All right. Thank you guys for sharing. That was awesome. Oh, yeah. So I'm like, where did this one come from? Oh, so again, it's the asking yourself why. Why do you like something? Why did that mean something to you? And what are you taking from that? And you have to do that with all of your experiences. All of you want to do something in health. pre-health of something, doctor. We don't know. You were, remind me again, pharmacist, doctor.
I'm gonna be a nurse
Vet.
practitioner, but
A nurse practitioner. How are you looking to, I know we talked about it yesterday.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, P, oh, because you were a doctor,
Yeah.
and then you wanted to go PA, that's right. A lot of doctors, a vet, and a nurse practitioner in here. That is awesome. So as you're going into the hospitals, stuff like that, you're gonna have a lot of experiences as you're doing shadowing and stuff like that. You wanna write those things down. You wanna write things down that mean something to you, that those moments that kind of make you, you know, and reflect on them. You got it. You got this, guys.
All right.
Oh, I'm sitting.
So looking up
I'm sitting
at
in a
the
big person chair.
screen, just show of hands, how many of you have heard